Welcome back to some more War on the Sea Pacific Theater mod. We're on part 179. Let's see if I can turn the volume down so I'm not shouting over the microphone. That'll help. How's everybody doing today? Yep, just had my breakfast and then decided to do a video. Had a good night last night, so everything's good. We are here with the wolf pack, and we have 3 Gattos and the French bad boy, bad girl, whatever we like to call her. She's a favorite of mine, favorite of a lot of people, and you know, a pleasure to see if I could just say it. I just think it's kind of cool fantasy ship. We do know that it lasted a very short time, but we're gonna get a look at her, and then we're gonna go back and start the game here. So let's do that. Okay, so Donk's Devils are here, heading towards Japan. When we get there, we'll decide what we're going to route, where we're going to be, what our area of operation will be. And there's a lot of different places. I was stationed in Yokosuka, or some say Yokosuka, but it's Yokosuka, as far as I'm concerned. I could be doing it wrong, but yeah, 5 and 5. A lot of air over here. Cure is 5 and 5 as well, which means max airfield, max seaport, so they can send out supplies from here. Sasebo, same. So I think we might have a rotation that will take us, you know, through this whole area. Maybe the Yellow Sea would be a good spot for us. We'll have to think about that. 273 command points. I don't know why I did that. We don't want to do that. Oh, we don't have any, we haven't been resupplied. We just got some ships come out of the dockyard. 5 days is when we're going to start spitting out Force Z again. We're just basically going to max it out with whatever we can, and then put them back in the danger zone. What else we got going on? Guam, you're waiting because there's nothing here for you to take, right? No, there is. What are you waiting for? Are we going to send you off just like that? Is that how we're going to play this one? Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So let's manage cargo here and get you off to Guam, I guess. Let's see here. Oh, we really don't have any. There's no fuel here. How's that possible? Well, we either wait for this ship to show up. We need to add another ship into this group too, because it seems to be coming halfway. Let me see here. You guys are paired up. Yeah, well, actually, we would go with just a supply ship in this situation. Another C3 just for supplies to max out the supply inventory. We'll do that on its return. We're gonna keep Guam here until these guys arrive. I think that's the best call. We could come down and steal from another location, but we've kind of been doing that. There's not 1,600 spare supplies anywhere en route in this area, so we're gonna just have her sit and wait. So let's get on with the day. And immediately we're back over here. This will continue until these guys leave. We need to be aware of Finn back here. Needs to go in and get rearmed. Yep. So let's go to Hurricanes to see if they can take care of this problem here. And we're close enough to be involved, so let's do that. I want to be this guy. They're gonna appear, yeah. Let's go to the ships, and we want to do a turn. I don't recall what you are. I'm gonna guess battle line. That's how we get rid of them. I think that's all of them. No? Yeah, that's a way to get rid of those guys quick. Good job, bud. Well done. Ain't nobody crashing into our ships. Let's see what our formation's doing here. So we're going a little hog wild over here. Okay, let's move out. Hopefully that's not too much of a hassle the whole day. Of course it is. Some tactical on you. That's how we get rid of that. Quick and easy with the superior guns. Okay, moving on. Yeah, these kind of things really slow down the game. And they don't stop as long as I have aircraft in the air. Wait until these guys get out and then we'll probably just land. There they are. That's how we get rid of those guys. Okay. course. Yeah, these are kind of things that take it or leave it, love it or hate it. It's part of the game, and we just have to go with the flow. I think this one's probably too far out for us, but yeah, I think it's too far away. All right, let's see if we can solve the problem. Can't see him. Let's go, boys. Come on. That'll do, Gopher. This guy's coming out of the woodwork. Nice shot. Not a lot of ammo left. doing? So bow fighters are getting shot down. Not a fan. In fact, we're the last one with not a lot of ammo left. Well, these things happen. So, hurricanes, are you going to be involved in the game? I believe you see some over there. Yeah, there's one. So there's 3, it looks like. So all the bow fighters were shot down, which means we're going to land all these hurricanes. Really can't be without. That's 11 aircraft they sent out. We lost 3. So, hurricanes, I want you to land. These guys are pretty much out of harm's way, so let's see if we can slow down this onslaught of... And Avenger, you're doing nothing. RTB. Yeah. Really can't afford to lose these aircraft. So let's see if they're spread out. Who are you attacking? 1. If you're all going after 1, I'm gonna be upset. Look at this. They're all. There's 4. Okay. There's another one for 4. 3. Okay. 2. 1. So there's only 4 aircraft. Okay. Do your thing, boys. I'm not gonna interfere. See if we're doing any turns. Don't know why you're turning. Maybe battle line isn't what we're in. See, I don't want them to turn away. They're turning away. That's not cool. In just that short amount of time, did they just wipe all of us, or kill? Did we get rid of all of them? Still 2 left. So, I want half of you to go after this guy. And I want the other half of you to go after this guy. Slow down so we can... There we go. Let's make this guy pay for his yeah, that. I couldn't think of a good word. So, that's what we get. Didn't lose any aircraft, that's most important. Alright, let's see if we can speed through some of this a little bit. Did you make it to rearm? You did. Alright, let's rearm you. Okay, now, where do we want to send you? I'm going to say we're going to go... let's go bug Singapore. Yeah, Finback, go be a hero. And Halibut, I want to shorten your course. Let's get you here. I just don't want anything coming out of this base. Yeah. So we'll take a little bit. See what we got coming in. You're coming in, it's going to be a while. Midway's got nothing to give, so you're just stationary. Port Moresby, you're bringing in supplies from a long haul. Del Monte, yeah. You're going over that way, but let's launch up a scout, seeing you're stationary. While you're kidding, we should probably just send up, make these guys do a four-corner scout mission. Let's do that. Okay, it's not far enough. I can go a little bit further. So you just do that. We're going to send the next one south. Don't know if it makes any difference at all. And now let's go back to the right side. And we're going to go this way. And the last one will be to the left. Actually, while you bull crapping me, no, we're gonna just do that. I was gonna get crazy and do a circle, but yeah, maybe we'll do that another time. Davo, let's put up your aircraft just because, why not? There we go. And I want to have up some sub-defense. This is Manila, right? Hornet Lex, you're gonna do the same. So, where's a good? Yeah. All 4 with depth charges. And yeah, there we go. We'll do that. All right, let's see if we can speed through some of this. Halibut, you're playing the game again, huh? Okay. Are you coming or going? I think you're probably coming, which means we probably have to adjust this maybe. Let's begin. See if we can find her. All right, so it looks like she's over that way. Scope up. Let's go radar. Get us on the binoculars and come on. There we go. So it is the one with the gun. We need to. She's going 20. See if we can speed this up a little bit. Let's look at our torps. I'm gonna do 2. Hopefully we'll get a 1 so that she'll pass close to us. She's cruising. She's going at 20 knots. We can only go 8. Low water says 9, only can go 8. Alright. You need to remember those things when you play this game. So, I have a feeling the distance is going to be rough. We are showing the rear is in scope, but we're going to plan for that for now. Let's see if we can get in our range. That red dot will determine whether or not we can stay in range. This one shows way behind. I think these are flipped in the game. I think this forward is representing the stern, and this is the bow. I think it's representing the stern angle of attack, and I think the stern is representing the bow angle of attack, because this says in angle of attack, and this one says not. So in other words, the stern here, if you look at the mini map, that means angle of attack would be, this is quite a turn, and they would have to go this way or go this way. Bow is more direct, right? So that should be in the angle. And this one is not. Well, how do I know that this is the bow and this is the stern? Well, these are the bow fins, and they're represented by the bow of the ship, which are these guys, the angle bow fins, I guess they're called. I don't know. I was never a sub guy, so I couldn't tell you too much about subs. So we need to keep an eye on this because we're in the window. I think we need to turn to the right and get a shot off. Let's see what happens when we turn. We're at 75. Keep turning until we can. I think that's about as best we're going to get. I'm going to shoot, so you got to make sure to not be on fast time compression. We're somewhat in the window, so let's fire. I need to take this off, too far away. 85, that's good enough. So I'll grow the torpedoes. Again, the reason why we shot is because it's just too far away for us. So our torpedoes are going this way, so we're going to follow the angle. So again, like we've done in the past, we follow the angle of the torpedoes. Again, you're not going to do this if there's any destroyers, because AI destroyers in this game, which they apparently don't want to use, they will find you. You have to run. There's no sub hunter tactics of evasion and that kind of thing. You just have to run, because they will find you. It's impossible, but they do. If you go too fast and you're a little bit too close, you'll be surrounded and they will depth charge you and you'll be done. Game over for that ship. So, on this angle, let's go to where they probably will hit. I think that's about right, right? Something like that. So if we leave that in the mini-map and we see if they get there, speed it up and see if we can make this go faster. The chances of hitting this ship is pretty, it's not going to happen, I can tell you already. 1,000, 2,000, let's say 3,000 yards away, and they're already, yeah, that's not going to happen, my friends. I'd be very surprised, let's just say that. So there are the torpedoes right here. Chances of these guys hitting are pretty remote. Might get lucky. I don't know, they're angling quite far up. You're gonna have to slow it down here. Again, 20 knots. You know, they could speed right by these things. Plus there's no spread. I don't know, we might hit both of them. Yeah, yeah. Come on. Okay, and. Okay, good job. So, in theory, the engine should be done. This guy should not be moving. No flames. 19, 18. Looks like they are doing their thing. So, here's the question. Do we sink another torpedo into her? So in theory, we should be perfect to engage this guy, right? Pretty much 90. If we wanted to suck one torpedo into him, let's wait until he's stopped completely. And it's going to be only one. We didn't have the radar on the whole time. Could you let me forget to do that? Status heavy. She may burn down, but I'm going to use a torpedo to ensure it. And that should just plain hit. It shouldn't be even a question. She's not even moving, so we should not miss. Although, if I'm looking at that angle, it looks from this distance like it's gonna make it, right? You can watch her go in from here, I think. Don't hit in the same spot. Hit up here somewhere. She's still drifting forward, I think. Maybe that's why it looks like we might miss. So my theory is there's a fire in the engine room, but at this angle, I think we're gonna miss her. So that's pretty much online, and I think we're gonna miss. Can't really see the wake anymore. We might just hit in the same spot. Kind of looks like there's a wake here, but I know it's this way. Anticipation, right? Where does this give us? We're gonna hit? Do you think we're gonna hit it? Is it a yes? A couple more minutes. I'm not even looking at the mini map, so I don't know if it's gonna hit or not. We'll give it a second and then we'll check. Hopefully we give it enough time. Wow. That was a long way off, guys. And that's a much better angle. Sorry I couldn't wait that whole time for that torpedo to run. But that's a good hit. That's gonna hit good. Let's watch it go up in all its glory. So I did get a comment. One of my listeners, you know who you are, made a recommendation or a suggestion or a request. And I followed through with it. It was, you know, he seemed very thankful. I guess it's a he, I'm guessing. The person felt thankful that I would actually respond and act on their request. And I thought that was, it took nothing to do it. It wasn't that big of an effort. I was glad to do it. And yeah, if people want to request stuff in this game, I'll do what I can. And that should be enough for this guy. Yeah, good hit. Good single hit. We like it. Let's go to the halibut and make sure that she's not going to run into her. So let's do a little course change. Go this way. Look at the report. Critical. She should be done. So we're going to put our scope down. And we are going to speed it up so that we can watch her sink. Let's watch her roll over. Should be a reef for the fishes, maybe. Maybe not with all the oil. That might not be a good thing for the environment. Is she just going to sink down, or is she going to roll? I would think that she would, of course she's sinking from the stern. I would think the bow would raise up. But it looks like she's just going to fall onto the sea. There's a little roll. the fact they put the sounds in are just awesome in this game, I think. Again, my only complaint is why didn't they add debris? There should be stuff floating. Excuse me? How's that possible? She blew up underwater. I don't think that's a thing. Okay. That's well done. And we still have fire going. That's kind of weird. Okay. One more command point. Halibut, well done. More torpedoes than I wanted to use, but she'll be in the game. Let's course you differently. I want to do it more like this. See if we can get that in there. I think we'll have more luck, more frequency. Haddock over here is not really doing much of anything. I'm not seeing anything coming out of Haddock at all. Let's move her a little bit. All right, let's get the ball rolling. You're still waiting. Yeah, sometimes progress in the game is rough. Halibut again. Ready for another one of these boys. Let's go. Should be over that way. She is out of position once again. Wait a second. I don't like that. Let's do this. How about that? Targeter. Scope up. Let's get the radar on this time. Binoculars, get on the scopey gope and see what she is. She's a bad boy with the guns. Targeting. Bows in for now. As soon as we turn, it will go away. So I think we're gonna go with those stern tubes again. We're gonna do 2, and this time we're gonna send him with a spread. We're going to turn right here in a second. I'd like to get below 7,000. We're in range. She's just going to get closer to us. So let's do a turn. Narrow that angle. That's about enough. We'll let this go. We're at 99. We got a pretty good bubble, so let's go for it. Let's fire. So 2 out of the rear. Let's make a turn. See what the turn is. As soon as it finishes a turn, we'll make ours as well to follow. So it looks like this is the direction. I know a lot of people. I've said this before. There's a lot of repeating in this game. I know. Apologize. I know a lot of people just say, "I don't care about them. Don't worry about it." Well, in theory, would a submarine say, "Nah, don't shoot that ship"? Would they not try to sink every ship they came across? I think they would, unless it was like a small fishing trawler. But I think they'd surface and shoot their guns at it. So I do think it's realistic that we're going after every single one of these. It adds to the game. You know, we play this game. Why do we play this game? To sink ships. See how many ships we can sink. Should it be more complex? I don't know. Maybe the next time we play, we'll increase the difficulty. Again, I think we're just on basic mode. We're not playing anything accelerated, you know, danger, difficulty. Yeah, again, I never claimed to be good at this game. I just, you know, I like to play it. And I like to play it, not to struggle with every single thing. Thus, I have torpedoes to work when they hit. Thus, I have collisions off on our ships and not on their ships. The only thing I can't really impact are the aircraft part of it. Only thing I can do is put up aircraft. Because their bases send out so many more aircraft than our bases can. It's not fair. It's just not. We'd have to be maxed out to be able to utilize aircraft. And yeah, I know Singapore only sends out groups of 2 and 4 and things like that, but still, it's you know, we'll see later. You know, later in the game, I'm pretty sure we're gonna start seeing groups of 30, and then we'll be like, how are they sending up 30 different aircraft? You know, 30 aircraft against ours, and it'll turn into our 24 cap carrier aircraft are not going to be enough. They're going to have to. That's why we have 2 aircraft carriers in a group. Let's hopefully these 2 hit and we can say goodnight to this guy quick. Looks like we're in a pretty good angle here. We need them both to hit. Come on, let's give me a good one. Is it empty or is it fully loaded? Fire will tell you. Good job. And that should burn. I'm going to say empty because it doesn't seem to... it's burning, but it's not bursting with flames. What's the status of the speed? 17 knots. So let's see if she'll burn out. What's her damage look like? Heavy, heavy. So do we want to trail her by the stern, or do we want to go off at an angle? Let's go off at an angle. 12 knots, she's still going to outrun us. Do we risk it with the gun? I'm not going to risk it again. So we're going to let this guy run until he blows up, or we decide we're not going to play. If these smokes go out, he'll damage control, save the ship. He's still outrunning us, so we can't catch him. We could decide to shoot another torpedo, but our position is so bad. You know, we'd have to hit him. You know, That's the angle of attack for a torpedo we have. That's not much room for error. All right, that should burn him down now. Okay. Is that just the little amount of fuel that was left on the ship? So how do we think the damage control on these ships would have actually been? Is it fire hoses? Is it buckets? Is it sprinkler systems? Is it halon? Is it PKP? Those last two I don't think they had during World War II, but maybe they did. I don't know. I wasn't a sailor in World War II. I joined the Navy in 1992 and retired in 2012, so my experience with World War II ships is pretty limited. Like, none. But as a plane captain for EA-6B Prowlers, when I first joined, to moving on to organizational maintenance on aircraft, record keeping, bookkeeping, scheduled maintenance, that kind of stuff. Pretty different job. Go from, when I joined I was 24 years old, so I did get into some of the heavy work as a plane captain, getting greasy and hydraulic-y fluidy and all that kind of stuff, breathing in flight deck exhaust and hot and sweaty and wet and cold and all that. I did that for 2 years, and then after that I coordinated maintenance for aircraft in our squadron, which is responsibility pretty high, and not a lot of not a lot of praise, not a lot of whatever. It was doing a job. As I like to say in the Navy, there are jobs that people do that nobody gets praise for. There are guys that work in the galley. There are guys that clean heads. There are guys that mop decks, and guys that bust rust with needle guns and paint all the time. Those aren't jobs that people are glorified about. Those aren't, you think of joining the Army or something, and you're going to be a combat veteran and be at harm's way and that kind of thing. That's a very small amount of people that do that. The majority of people in armed forces, Navy, not being armed, but yeah, you know what I mean, military, they don't do jobs that people glorify in movies. But it's jobs that need to be done to keep the whole mechanism running. And there's something to be said about that. Kingfisher, where are you? You're over here, and there's really nothing. Well, we can send off. Let's attack it with some. What do we want to attack it with? It says there are 3 ships. It's probably 1. We're gonna go after it with some. What do we want to use? Let's launch up some dive bombers, and I'm gonna send. We're gonna go crazy here and send 12. These guys like to get shot down. These guys like to. There's aircraft probably in the area there. So we're going to course these guys over. Now, to do that properly, let's ignore that. Let's see where they're going. Excuse me. See where they're going. All right, run it slow and see if they're heading north or south, or looks like they're heading north. So let's adjust this guy to go to his direction. And let's just get there. Alright. That should do, Gopher. So it looks like one ship, and we're going to send our boys. So this is a unarmed oiler. We're going to do one at a time. We're going to circle everybody else so that they can stay in the area ahead. And then we're going to follow this guy. Who's this guy? This dude. Albert Winsworth. He's a guy from Massachusetts. And his parents really didn't want him to... He led a sheltered life, is what he did. And when he was accepted to be a pilot, they were very concerned for him. And he tells his friends that he ensured to them that everything would be fine. He's in capable hands, and not to worry about him. He would survive the war. Let's follow him in on his dive. Done, boys. Valiant. So it looks like his first engagement, he did a great job. Of course, they're going to look at their handiwork. Let's retreat. It's always better to send in more than what's required. The reason for that is you never know what you're going to see when you get out there. But these guys don't need to be risky. Not too risky anyways. So I'm doing a little scouty action on their way. Beaufort, what are you doing? I don't like that you keep going out and finding nothing and get tagged by Brunei. So we're gonna land you if we can survive this. Any ships? If there's a ship, we will attack it. If there's not a ship, we will retreat. RTB, you can still do that scouting mission. I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm still waiting on you. It's quite a ways. Alright, Kingfisher's been spotted. I'm guessing from Cebu. We have rules for this. Let's begin. This scouting over empty water where there's supposed to be land is a game bug that they don't do. A lot of times, water doesn't, or land doesn't is not represented in the game. For example, well, we're over water. Okay, this one is different. All right, you go home. Dauntlesses, you're about to go home too. So let's get you over there and RTB. Let's be friendly over here and make sure that we have our aircraft up. Hornet Enterprise. Yeah, better. Let's see. Don't think we're that far off. Kingfisher. You're getting snagged as well. So I'm guessing there's more than just. No, looks like there's only 3. Nope, 6. Nope, 9. Nope, 12. Yeah, so 12 aircraft, okay? It says 2, but we saw 12. RTB. So 12 against 24. That's what we got coming our way. We're gonna send up the other 8. And let's keep going. We're approaching nighttime here. I expect a tag over here by Manila shortly. Alright, we're going to the next day. Oh, still nothing going on here. Let's go to the morning. We up for another one? We are up for another one, but I'm going to put this video out first, and then when it uploads, I'll do another one after this today. Maybe the second one will be a longer one, but we got the 1 day down. Dockyard is on the agenda. A few more points from that Macaulay that we're not going to use again. Waiting on the Renown. I guess there is one thing we could do is we could start fleshing out the Force Z from the dry dock. So I'm not going to remember them all. I know I'm not. See if I can get these guys in my noggin. Vampire, I'm sure. Queen Elizabeth, right? Sure, why not? Okay. We're going a little crazy on this, I think. Yeah. The British. So Thanet and okay, and Tonados. Yeah, I remember that because I can't say the name of the ship. Express. Let's put the Express in there as well. What else we got? We said we were going to flesh these guys out, right? So let's. We got room for. No, that's it. We already got 4 ships in 4C down here. So I think that's all we can do. That's done. Let's verify that. We got room for 4, right? What's Lay got 4C right now? 4. So that'll be the group of 10. We padded them up a little bit more. We're going to have... I want these guys to come this way this time. And we're going to have them go up through here and then down to our meeting place. That being said, let's do a little bit of this action. I want... for ZRR. And what do we want to... what can we put on you? Anything? Is it even worth trying? We could probably bring some supplies. No, we can't. All right. Maybe we can make this work. No, that doesn't do it either. Okay, that's enough. And we're gonna send you over to here. And we're gonna send you guys we're gonna have you do this until they get closer. And then we'll marry up at Sarong later. So, that being said, Dockyard, Renown, are we going to use you, or did we replace you? I think we just replaced you, and we padded you up quite a bit. So, this group here is quite the hoo-yah. Cinematic this thing, because this is going to be a good one. And this is going to be our outro, and we have the new 4C coming back with a vengeance. I don't know how much better they'll do, but it's definitely going to be a thing. Let's get a closer look at these ships as they come by. Boy, he's going slow. So how fast do we think he's going? 12 knots? Kind of awesome. The graphics aren't perfect. I understand this game is kind of older. Glitching in the so these guys are all the same, I think, right? Yeah. So they're the same ship. So what would be the best formation for these guys to be in? So if they're going 20, wow, they're going 21. Okay, I was mistaken. Vampire being the lead and these guys making their movements, I just think that's freaking awesome. To see these guys turn away like that. All right, now we need to think about what kind of formation we want to have these guys in. So let's get out of here. And in their passage, what do we want them to do? This is battle line with 6 ships. Don't like it. 3 column. So if we have 1, 2, 3 battleships, we put them at the rear and have these guys screen. I kind of like that better. So 154, 1. Not you. Yep. So 154, and who's the best of these guys? 6 is the best, I think. How do they determine? Oh, we can only fit 42 depth charges. Oh, this one we can fit 50. Oh, 8 more, thank God. This one, only 40, I'm sorry. Okay, well, let's see what that looks like at 750. I know I said I was gonna stop the video, but this is how my mind works. So, here we are. That's what we're gonna have for now. Subscreen. These guys protect each other. Probably not great, but it is what it is. So let's retreat out, and we're gonna let them continue on their way. And now for real, we're gonna stop the video. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one, and it's been fun.